Hey y'all, Carol Norby here. You're at my Stampin' Carol Lots of Crafty Goodness page on Facebook, or you're on my YouTube channel. Last week, was it last week already? 2 weeks ago? April 7th. I guess that was 2 weeks ago. I made a wiper card, and I seen a variation of one recently that I just had to try. And I had to use my new stamp set, One Hot Chick. You've been seeing this. I had to use it for this variation because it is just too cool. So I will flip the phone over and we'll get started. Hang on. Okay, so there is my stamp set. Trying to get this. Ah, Heather, you're fast. So I'm using this stamp set, and I also have the coordinating die set. So I bought this through scrapbook.com. So if you're on Facebook, you just have to click on the Buy Now button or Shop Now button. If you're on my website, you click on the scrapbook.com logo. So this card starts out with some paper. This is 8.5 by 4.25. This is 8.5 by 2. And then this little piece here. Now, if you go back to my previous video on this, it's all there. So it works. This is just basically the same thing, except I use different size papers. This little piece is just a scrap I had. It's only 7/8 inch across, but it's about 2 inches tall. And remember that you come down the same as the width of the piece and do a diagonal fold and then cut the tip just like that. So I will get started. So what I'm going to do is you're going to start with this piece of paper here. This is going to go here, but we got to put this on. So I think last week I showed it. I can't remember, but this is going to go, if I can get this right here. There we go. I marked it because this little notch has to go over the fold. So I marked it and it's going to adhere right there. So I will get my glue out real quick and show you. I think last week I had it on this side. So I'm trying something a little bit different myself. So I'm going to put it right here. This way, when it folds down, it folds. I got it up too high. Get that up. So it's going to go right there. So I'm going to set that aside and let it dry. Set this in aside. And here is my big piece. Here it is on here. So I added a little picket fence for what I am making. This little fence came from this Spellbinder die set. This is called Build a House. This was perfect. And I love building these little houses. They're a hoot. But if you have a die set of a fence, that's great. Now these are going to adhere right here. I'm going through a little fast because this is just a refresher. I get that up here. So I see it doesn't want to come up. Things happen. Maybe that's why. So I put my tape on here and then put my tape on here, the same height as this. So I will get these ready to adhere. Again, this is just a really fast of this card. And I'm hoping that this being on this side works because I wanted it to pop up a certain way. So I'll get these off. I used Spellbinder's white liner tape. This is also the same as score tape. I've lost all my fingernails this week. So I'm not doing too good. So I'm going to fold this right here. I'm going to fold that here. So this one is going to go. I don't want it to go too fast. This is one of the tricky parts, to my way of thinking. So it's down. Okay. And that does not want to crop up. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. So there is my card. Now I stamped and die cut and colored my chickens. And this might help this one. I think one of these is going to go on here. But when you adhere it, you got to make sure that when it tapes down, and I should have done this first, that it's not showing on the back of the card. And I think what I decided was it had to be leaning ever so little over like this, because this edge is on the top, comes right along the top. So it has to be over a little like this. And I chose green to make it match the background. So we'll just put a little bit of glue on there. Okay, I know I said it here, it just fell off. Okay, put a little glue on here for this chick. These are just, I just love these chicks. Oh my gosh. So it's, I want to make sure it doesn't go too far over. About there. And then you got all these other chicks. You can put them anywhere you want. I probably have more than I need. If you put one here, it's got to be able to fold. So, oops, that's not wanting to do. Today I feel like I'm all thumbs. It just feels that way. I have no idea why. It's just one of those days. Get that in there good. So you can put these anywhere you want. You just got to watch that they're not in the way of your folds. For example, when I put this fence on, I had to cut. I made this all one long strip. You can see that this this end here goes over this end here. You can just see it right there, how they overlap, to give you roughly the same distance between. So I did that, and so you just have to be careful. So this, you know, you might just want them, put them where you want. You may have too many. Just use what you want. I'm going to add a phrase up here. I'll probably add some eggs down here. But that is basically the card. And we'll see. Maybe that's too tall to... I think my chick's too tall to flip down. It is. So there's a warning for you. This is going to have to come off, and I'm going to have to do something different. See if I can tear that off. So, not all my projects work. Do you have that problem? I could probably cut the legs down and then put her on. We'll try that. Because she's just too tall. That would work. So we'll try this again. I think this would work. Again, I'll just put her way down low. Let's see, well that's awful close. What I can do. And again, this is not unusual to have to play with your design to make it work. Like I said, I've never made this before. I just seen it on Pinterest and I go, oh, that is just adorable idea. Adorable idea. So anyway, play with it. It's still too tall. She is one tall chick. Go down a little lower. Cut some more off. Yep. So, that's the way the chicken runs. I have no idea. I'm just being goofy. I had finished a project yesterday. Spellbinders contacted me and asked me if I would do a couple of cards. I'm almost there. I am almost there. She is almost. Almost, not quite. Just something to play with. Okay, I'll finish it. So this gives you a good idea of, maybe I need to cut. I can only cut so much off. Make her just so tall. Borderline. Borderline. Maybe that should have been a bunch of eggs on there to make this work. But we'll get there. I can't go much lower than that. So maybe it would have been better if I'd have put the tab on that side. I don't know. So anyway, I screwed up. But you get the gist. I will have this completed. I'll play with it some more. All I could do this morning was just prep my papers and stuff, but I think I'm just so close, so close. So close, so close. But we'll get it. So anyway, this is going to be a really cute card once I get it. Yeah, I think she may be a little wide, and it's catching on that back piece. So I can't do much about that. So I will come up with something different. So come by tomorrow. I will have the completed card. I'll also have some tutorial pictures on my website, stampandcarol.com. And I'll have this done. She was actually the skinniest bird. So I can trim her a little bit down some more and see if that will work. So, but anyway, the idea is there. The application isn't quite right yet. So anyway, the cards that I had made for Spellbinders, I will share Monday and Tuesday next week. I have to send them copies of the photos that I took. One card came together really, really fast, and it'll be on my Tuesday post. The other one took 4 tries before I came up with the card I liked that I would be willing to share. So I'm going to play with those other 3 that didn't work, see if I can get them to work out. So anyway, come by again, and again, you know, when you try something new, it doesn't always work the first time. And this one, yeah, this one, the chicken is just a little wide. Might have worked better if I'd have had the tab on the other side, which I can still do. And we'll see what happens. So anyway, have a wonderful day. It is beautiful here today, except lots of wind, which does give me the runny nose, the itchy eyes thing, even with my allergy meds that I take. But it's not bad. I've had days where my meds don't even work, and I will not wear contacts those days. So anyway, sorry for the screw up that I didn't get it quite right the first time, but we'll get there. And that's the name of the game. You just got to keep trying. So have a wonderful day. Yeah, have a wonderful day. We'll catch you later. Bye-bye.